Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for watching over us. Thank you for blessing us with vehicles that work and all the things that we are interested in, having the parts for them. We'd like to ask thou bless us as we drive, that we'll be safe, have no accident, difficult car trouble, or problems with animals. We pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Oh, hello. Forgot about you. So I had a wonderful morning. I visited with Anchoret, and I thought I should be videoing. And hi, Suze, but I didn't. I thought perhaps I should. I shouldn't. Sometimes I ask, and it's perfectly fine. And she was giving me such great information, and I learned a lot about, making baskets with her and stuff like that. Anyway, that was a good day. It was a very wonderful morning. I showed her the tall square basket I made, and I was correct the way I had put the corners in. Anyway, it was a good visit. And then I went to Scarlett's and I got some of the willow that I can put around the teepee for hanging the grass on. So this morning I was learning about making roving and rolag and carding, and I carded some more, and also about spinning to see if I was doing it correctly and get some pointers. So I spun and carded this morning, and I feel that I'm better at it. Of course, this is not very long practice. This is what, 3 times? So maybe 3 hours of carding. When I get to 10,000, I'll be really good at it. Probably when I get to 5,000, I'll be really good at it. 5,000 hours. Even after 3 hours, I can see a huge improvement. There are 2 cars coming toward me, one in my lane. Now he's back in his lane. People pass where I wouldn't drive. I got stung when I got in the car. It must have been a bee that got up under my skirt. I have a long skirt on. But it must have been in there. But it stung me once I sat down, and I don't know where that bee is. Anyway, bee stings are pretty painful. So I'm on my way home. I don't have much cell service in a minute. I'm not sure how far I am from when my service turns off. But anyway, so yesterday I started another square basket, and it's in the back now. It's probably about 4 inches high so far. I think I'm going to make it so I can put it on a shelf. Put my clothes in it. I have baskets to keep things in order on the shelves. I thought today would be a good day to have a campfire. Maybe I could sit by the campfire. I could make a campfire down at Sedge Meadow Teepee in the backyard, and then I could sit there and card my wool. I wouldn't be able to talk to you. I need to bundle up the grass. I need to bundle it and tie it to a long willow piece. It's probably best to bundle it and tie it first, and then put the willow piece up, because it's on such an angle you'd have to be leaning far forward all the time.
That would be bad for your back.
My back. So I think the first thing that I should do, I'll need to have cedar bark to make strips to tie it onto the willow.
So I'll have to look around and see if I have cedar bark.
Strips. Now what was Anchorage saying? Rushes. That rushes are the best for tying. I have rushes down there at the back of the A-frame. I could get the rushes out.
And then I could sit
There and tie them with rushes onto this, and then I'd have to go up for the ladder. But in order to get the ladder, I'm going to need to get the trailer on the car and get the really long ladder, the extension ladder. See if I can extend it to go up to on the side of the TV. Anchor and I were discussing how to get light in at the top of the TV, and we both like only using natural materials. But she was saying that if we used pop bottles
and water bottles.
I could make a double layer skirt, like a skirt with what is that, petticoat? Is that what it's called? So if I tile the necks to the big bottles together, they have a V shape at the top, so they will attach, and they would make that much would be solid.
And then
I could attach through all the fat bottles. I'd have to have a very long needle. And I could go through the big bottles, and then I could attach small bottles, water bottles. But I should probably have, the water bottles should probably have lids on them. If they don't have lids on them, then they're going to get full and be too much weight and pull against it all. Somebody got in the turning lane and then got in front of the car that was coming through the intersection, and I thought that was rude, and so I looked at the person. It was a police officer. It was an unmarked vehicle, and it didn't have the big round thing on the windshield, and some of them, it's pretty easy to spot that they're unmarked police cars. Or they're marked, they're just colored black over it. So perhaps I'll go to the dump and get a set of water bottles. But I don't really need to do that yet. I want to wait and do that when I get to the very top. But I was also thinking, if you pushed all these water bottles in just straight at the very top, you could, but they will leak, so you really need them to lay down. If you cut them in half, you could use them like a trench. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. You know how they make tile roofs, right? Or bamboo roofs? They take a big piece of tile and they put one up and one down all the way across. I could do that with water bottles around the top. And then it wouldn't leak. It's an interesting thought, isn't it? Interesting idea. I don't like the idea of plastic. I don't like the idea of using plastic. Or of touching it in.
all that cutting it.
It'll be an interesting day when a 3D printer that you can feed into it plastic and not have to use liquid plastic or something, but feed into it plastic bottles and things. I wonder if they already work that way. I don't know anything about them.
You? went to Scarlett's and I
sorted out the willow. I had taken a big pile of willow the last time, and she put the whole thing in water, and everything that was underwater stayed green. And some of them have roots on them. Big, huge ones have roots on them, which is strange because I stick a big one in the ground, they don't generally take. Little ones don't take. I guess they don't have enough to last in them until the roots grow and can do some work. It's a really pretty day today. The sun is shining. Excited about
spinning.
Quite excited about
Carding and spinning. It would be fun to have a campfire and do that. I don't know if I will or not. I could probably do it in the driveway, but I want to be down at the grass hut too. I've spent the whole day gone, and I have an hour and a half. I guess
it's 2 o'clock.
So I probably don't have enough time for a campfire. Unless I built it right beside my swing.
But you know, I should probably turn the grass
over. Or I should carry it up to the bins or to the garden beds and turn it over on there. Nice if I have enough to cover the teepee.
It would really be nice. So our internet is going to go out anytime. And so when it does, that'll be goodbye because I still have
a long way to drive.
And it will be without cell service.
Anyway, so I can't just go home and hook it up. And I might just go straight to the
TV. Yeah, that would be good to
use the rushes.
I could just wipe them through the water, through the stream. Oh, I want a whippersnap in front of the A-frame. This is the grass, you know, the 6-foot-tall grass
has grown back about 10 inches or so.
Leaning over.
So it's kind of, you know, it's normal.
But I'd like to cut it, I think. That's where I like to have campfires also. But I do have a campfire
spot closer to the road.
Or closer to the TV. It's neat having a conversation with Ingrid. I think that she was told that the reason that she's lived to 90 is because she's
so involved and she's
like in charge of a whole bunch of stuff. Like she comes up with ideas and then like group ideas, community ideas, and then they get to work and they do it. She's an amazing person. But she was saying that I don't get involved in the community the way she does. I'm not in charge of things at Mirror or anything, but I think it's time to do other things like take pottery, go to Mirror and be part of the pottery group on Tuesdays and be part of the fiber arts on Thursdays. We're going to meet twice a month, she said. And she would like to teach basketry. Yay! That's her favorite thing. It's my favorite thing too. Oh, and we discussed the nettles, and after retting them, she said you take a handful and you drag them towards yourself through a bed of spiked nails. And you have different sizes of nails, so you can drag them through one size and then another size, and then you get the other end of them and you do it from the back. Same thing. Well, you don't do it from the back, put them backwards. I could do the house. They're on the yard right now. In a baby swimming pool. So I think what I need to do is, they really stink horribly. So maybe I could put them in the wheelbarrow, and why take them all the way down there? I might as well just work on them there, or take them to the garden and do them. So what this will do with the nails is it'll take off all the rough, the tough outer bark, and I'll be left with the fibers. I've never done nettles before. I'll take you along. Do that at home. Well, I can do that when Desmond's there, but it stinks. I think it'll make me stink. Yeah, I don't want to do it before they come. They already think I'm old and yucky. They don't want to smell too. But those fly papers have really helped get rid of the bugs in our house. There's still some, but wherever I see them, I put up a fly paper. We still have service. It's going to go out soon though. Has anybody said anything? Oh yes. I'll move over and see what you said before cell service goes away. Said, hello. Hi Suze. Hi Jacob Wilson. Stay warm. The wind is blowing. That's a good idea, Nancy. Sounds like processing flax. Hello, Nancy. Hi, Susan. Yes, Suze, it does sound like processing flax. Have you done that? So the idea is to find out if I can process nettles, because nettles are much taller than flax. It would be neat to weave a nettle, something out of nettle, just a little swatch. Okay, it looks like we're losing each other. Maybe I should. Hi Susan. So I said before, the internet will die, and as soon as it dies, I'll be off until I start another one at home. And it might not be right away. We'll see what happens when I get home. I have to survey the situation. Oh, Susan said something. I'm going to check. Just a minute. I just saw the heart doctor. I have to have heart surgery around Christmas. Well, I hope they don't move it again. I hope you'll be fine. You know, that you'll be on schedule.